Hello and welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to be working with a video clip and doing some frame-by-frame editing. First, I'm going to be starting with a video clip of a little boy running on the beach. And we're going to combine some of the other skills that we were learning in other lessons, where we're going to be doing some hand painting frame by frame, and we'll add some texture and some grunge type of effects and combine all of them. So basically, a lot of this is labor intensive, so you can do this for as long or as short of a video clip that you have patience for. One strategy, and depending on what kind of effect you're trying to achieve, is to adjust the frame rate to cut out a lot of your work. So over here, I've got my timeline open. I'm going to go over to here and look for set timeline frame rate. And right now it's 24 frames per second. I'm going to drop that way down. It's going to give it a much choppier effect, but that's okay because I'm looking for that kind of look. And if I set it, for example, to 12 frames per second, it's going to cut my workload in half. So I can press OK. And now what I want to do is, for my purposes, I only need a very short video clip. So I'm going to advance to the part where I just want to see him digging on the beach. So I can very easily shorten the clip. Just like this, and then later on I'm going to add some texture, but I can do that. And I can just play it back right now. And I think I want to make it even shorter, so I can trim it down a little bit more. Even more. Okay, and so we have that repetitive motion of him digging. Next, I'm going to go to my video and add an adjustment layer, and I'm going to pick another one of my black and white gradients. So I've done that. And now I'm going to add a new video layer. I'm going to choose a new blank video layer. And I want to make sure this one goes on the top. And I'm going to call this one coloring or color. And now what I'm going to do is, I've done some hand-painted photos. I'm going to do the same thing for a video. So I'm choosing a light blue color. And now I'm just going to pick just maybe a soft round brush. Okay, and I can start painting right on here, and then I can adjust the blend modes and the opacity to make the effect subtle or stronger. And it doesn't have to be too detailed, so I can do this really quickly. But what I'm going to do is just go, and I can use the bracket tool to adjust the size, but I'm going to go frame by frame and painting a blue on here. And it's usually easiest to start with one color and then go to another one later. And then I can press this one to advance one frame, and I just repeat. And then I advance again, and I repeat again. One more time. Actually, I have to do this many times over and over again. So I'm going to keep advancing frame by frame and do this to all of the rest of them until I'm done, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finished. So I've gone ahead and finished painting all the ocean blue frames, and then I went and I did another of yellow for all of the sand frames, and then I added just a little bit of orange for the boy's orange bathing suit. So each frame is not perfect, but when I play it through, you can see that it has a really nice hand-painted effect to the video. Okay, so I've done frame by frame with the color, but the next thing I'm going to add is a texture layer that is going to apply to the entire video clip. And I've taken a picture of some concrete, which is just going to add a little bit more depth to the video. And I can try different blend modes and see which ones work. And I think maybe I like soft light, and I can reduce the opacity so it's not too strong. The effect is a little bit more subtle. And then I can play it back to see what it looks like. And I think I like that. So I'm going to stop that. And now what I'm going to do is add a new video layer, because I'm going to add some grunge effect to this video clip as well. So I'm going to go to Layer, New Blank Video Layer, and I'll call this the grunge. And this is going to make it look even more old-fashioned. I want to make sure that the layers are matched up. And I can start from the beginning. And I'm going to choose the same like concrete photo. I turned it into a custom brush. I don't want yellow, so I'm going to do Command Z. And I can choose, say, black or white. And then I can just go ahead and stamp on here with my brush and advance it. Do it again. Advance it one frame. Do it again. Maybe skip a couple, do it again. And I can maybe change the opacity or the flow a little bit to change it up. Or maybe even change it to a more subtle gray color. Keep advancing it. Maybe go back to black. So now I've applied some of that texture grunge effect to each of the frames, and when I'm done I can go ahead and play it back and see what it looks like. Wow, I think I really like that effect. It really gives that old-fashioned hand-painted antique look to your video. Hope you enjoy making one of your own.